Hi everyone, welcome to today's video and welcome to España. Yes, things are looking a little bit different today because I'm actually on my holidays. I'm on vacation in Spain and I really wanted to take the opportunity here to film in complete natural daylight. I do not have one bit of artificial lighting today. So let's crack on. Today we're going to be looking at a brand new product from Charlotte Tilbury. This is the Unreal Skin Sheer Glow Tint Hydrating Foundation Stick. Now I feel like people are a little bit confused by this product. I wanted this video to be my take on this product and how I use it. So this is marketed as a sheer to light foundation. It claims to be a buildable foundation. It claims to have lots of skin loving ingredients such as vitamin E and hyaluronic acid, and it comes in 20 shades. I want to get into the nitty gritty as to why people are a little bit confused, a little bit perplexed, a little bit annoyed maybe with this product. So if we just have a look at what a foundation actually should be, it should aim to even out the skin tone, even out the complexion, maybe blur imperfections and cover blemishes. This does not do any of those things, in my opinion. If you are familiar with my channel, you will know I love the glow. I love glowy products. I love dewy, luminous, radiant skin. I picked this up in the shade 5. Ordinarily, that would probably be a little bit dark for me, but I'm on my holidays. I am going to be going a little bit darker than what I am. And the one thing I will tell you about this, I don't think you have to be massively precise with your shade choice. That's number 5. But when you blend it out, the color is much more forgiving. The one thing I would say though is this is a super glowy product. Okay, there's no getting away from that. It's super duper glowy. If you decide to go a couple of shades lighter, I think it's going to be too glowy on your skin. But I think if you can go for your shade or even darker, even one shade darker, I think you might like this a little bit better. Now I am going to compare this to the Hollywood Flawless filter. The Hollywood Flawless filter, I love this. I live for it. It's one of my absolute all-time favorites. And people have said that this is very similar and that it's kind of flawless filter in stick form. I can see why people say that, but I don't 100% agree with it because I find that this gives me a lot more coverage and I don't feel like I could use this as a primer. I think that the formulation is just different. I use this as a primer. I use it under makeup. I can use it on its own if I want to, but I choose not to because it just doesn't give me enough coverage. Whereas I can use this and use it with other similar hydrating complexion products and it will work fine on its own. So that's a major difference, I would say, between these two. They're not really the same in my opinion, but I guess I can understand why they are being compared to one another. I will come back to the Flawless filter later on when we do a little comparison. So I do just want to apologise for the audio quality in this video. I did bring a little lapel mic, but it sounded absolutely rubbish. So I thought we'd just go back to basics without the mic. So I do apologise for that. First of all, I've prepped my face with the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream, and if you go on to the app, the Charlotte Tilbury app or the website, it will actually recommend that you use this before you use this. Obviously they want you to buy the Magic Cream, but you know I absolutely love this. I wear this every single day on my face and I can confirm that they do pair very nicely together. I'm gonna take a brush that I can buff this in with. This is the Refa 37. You can go in with your fingers if you wish. It really is up to you. And I like to use a fair bit of this product. So I just go straight onto the face. Can you see, as soon as I've gone in, it's already emphasizing my pores, but I'm still going to go in on that area. So I'm just gonna do this side for you first so that you can see the difference. I've got no other complexion products on at the moment. So I'm just going to buff. And as you can see, like the color is absolutely fine. And then just on the forehead. A really loud clock in the background, but I can't take it down because it's not mine. Just gone in with a lot more. I think you can be really liberal with this. I also like to use my BK Beauty 101 just to kind of push it into the skin. So again, this is shade 5, which is medium with neutral undertones. So this is the side with, and this is without. It has given me a little bit of coverage, but once you blend it out, I feel like, although it looks heavy around here, I mean, every single foundation looks heavy around my nose, really. It's not massively emphasizing my pores, and it's not emphasizing a ton of texture, but I don't have a ton of texture really at the moment. Do I think it would look as nice as this if I had super problematic skin? No, probably not. I'm just in a fortunate position at the moment that my skin is okay. There's nothing super problematic there. But you can see it's not covered anything on my nose, like the redness on my nose. But I think compared to this side, it looks really nice. But you're only going to agree that it looks nice if you like the glow, if you like glowy products. So I'm just gonna pop it on the rest of the face. So I go really liberally with this. How much do you get, by the way, with this? 9 grams of product. So I'll just go in with my BK Beauty with this side and just blend it out. I hope this audio is not absolutely atrocious. So I don't usually go in with the Flawless filter all around my chin. It blends out quite nicely. I've been wearing this for the past couple of days and I've been loving this, but remember, I am on holiday. I'm on holiday, I'm not wearing as much makeup, and the makeup that I am wearing is very, very glowy. It's very glowy. I think if you look up close, you can see emphasis on some of my pores and around my chin. But I feel like I have found ways to make this work. So once I have put on this foundation, I actually do really like the packaging. I think it's really, really nice. And it stands out from all of my other products, which is lovely. So I feel like it's really important with this foundation stick to use products that complement it. And I found that serum-y type products, cream products, mixed with sun powder works very well. I love glow, but I don't like this much glow. All right, this isn't for me. I'm going to take my Laura Mercier concealer. This is in the shade 3N1. And I'm going to, first of all, go in under my eyes. I didn't bring that product underneath my eyes. I never bring foundation under my eyes, and I'm certainly not going to bring a glowy foundation under my eyes. So I'm just going in with my BK Beauty A506 and I'm just blending that out. This is a really, really serum-y, skincare based concealer. It's really gorgeous. It's lovely and just blends out so nicely. I am going to use this concealer to build up a little bit of coverage on my face. So although the coverage really isn't the issue for me with this complexion product, with the foundation, what is an issue for me is the glow, and I want to take that down a little bit. So I'm going to go in with some concealer and I'm just going to put it in a few areas where I think are a little bit problematic for me. So it's not a full coverage concealer. As I said, it's very skincare-like. And I'm going to go in with the brush I used earlier and I'm just going to blend that out. I do feel like if you want to wear this on its own and the coverage just isn't there for you, you can go in with a concealer and it will pick that up. I know that people are going to say, well, I've just spent X amount on a foundation stick. That should be giving me the coverage. And you know what? It should. It shouldn't be marketed as a foundation. It should just be marketed as a very beautiful, hydrating, glowy, glowy, glowy base product. I really wish she would have done that, but hey ho, that's where we're at. Next, I'm going to go in with another hydrating product, and I'm going to go in with the Too Faced Melted Bronzing and Sculpting Stick, and I'm just going to use this as a contour and a bronzer in one. And I found that when I'm using product over the top of this, it definitely doesn't get disturbed. So just blending that out. I love this product. I reviewed this in a recent video, this bronzer. I think it's so gorgeous, but oh, the fragrance kills me. It's so chocolatey, and I love chocolate, but oh, really sickly. So sickly. I think I put too much on my forehead there, but it blends out so easily, this, so we can rescue. Pop a bit down here. I feel like sticking with cream products and then finishing off with powder products, just a few, really helps to elevate this foundation stick. Okay, so I'm actually going to go in with a super hydrating blush, and this is from NARS. This is the Afterglow Liquid Blush, and this is a very sheer blush, super sheer. This is in the shade Dolce Vita. And the reason that I'm using this is because I want to start with a hydrating blush, but I'm actually going to set it with a cream to powder blush. That's what I found has worked best with this complexion product. So just popping that directly on the cheek. I don't normally do that with blushes, but I find that this one takes a bit to build up, so it's best to go in just straight onto the cheek, really. And I know some of you are going to be looking at my face thinking, holy moly, you are glowing. But I am going to mattify it as well. Not all, I'm going to mattify kind of the center of my face, which I always do. I always mattify my T-zone and kind of problematic areas. Now I know I've already been in with concealer, but I always go in with a pot concealer. So I always go in with my NARS Soft Matte Concealer, and this is the only thing that will conceal the thread veins on my nose. So just going to go in there and just around this area. And I'm now going to go in with a cream blush. Now this is my current favorite. This is from Florasis. This was gifted to me a while ago. What I love about this is it is a cream blush, but it sets to a powder finish. And that's what I need with this complexion product that we're using today. I need something that is going to powder down a little bit, but that is still going to be hydrating and work well with this foundation. Oh, and this is in the shade Morning Grays. It really is lovely, and it's so handy for carrying around because it's so dainty and small. We're just taking away quite a bit of that shine, but we're still leaving it looking hydrated. So you can see it's taken it down a little bit there. Then I'm going to go in with my Givenchy, my Prisme Libre, and I'm going to set my under eyes. I'm just dipping in with an eyeshadow brush just because it allows me to be more precise. And I'm just going to pat under the eyes. And it's okay if you bring it down a little bit. This is a very, very lightweight, finely milled powder. It really is very blurring, it's beautiful. I am gonna go off and do my eyes in a minute, but before we do, I'm going to set my face. So I'm going to set my face with this, which is the L'Oreal True Match, the Super Blendable Perfecting Powder. And this is another hydrating product. It is infused with hyaluronic acid, and I've become a real fan of this. This is in the shade 4N, for neutral. So just tapping off, and I'm going to concentrate on the middle of my face, so where I usually do. So I'm going to powder here. And I find this to be a very hydrating powder. So that is the complexion powdered set. So I'm just gonna go and I'm gonna finish off my eye makeup, and you can have a look and see whether you really think this product is for you or not. So, all right, makeup is done, and I just wanted to come back on just to show you how this is all settled in. So here is the complexion, I don't think it's as crazy glowy as before because I have used some mattifying products, but I didn't go crazy. I went in quite gently because I'm just not a big powder product fan. So here's the complexion. I think it does look heavy, a little bit heavy around my nose, and I did find that in the past 2 days that I've worn it. A lot of foundations end up looking like that on me, so it's no big deal, to be honest. I do still feel like you can see some pores being enhanced there, but all in all, I like this product. I have found a way to make it work for me. Now, I picked this product up for €39. I think it retails for about £35 in the UK. I know people would want to see how it compares to the Flawless filter. So I'm just going to pop on one side of my hand the foundation stick in shade 5. Now, in the Flawless filter, I actually have shade 4. And there's quite a difference in them. So here is the new foundation stick, and I'll just blend that out a little bit for you. And then here we have the Flawless filter, so I'll just blend that out. So there's the difference. I still feel like the Flawless filter is very, very glowy, but then again, as I said before, it's a lighter shade. So this is 4 in the Flawless filter and 5 in the foundation stick. I use this as a primer, and I can use this on its own, on my complexion, but small print, I have to use concealer with it. Otherwise, I can't get away with it. It just looks a little bit too glowy and too shiny. As for whether you would like this product or not, it really does boil down to your personal preference. And if you have texture, if you have enlarged pores, if you have oily skin, I don't think this is going to be the one for you. I think this would just slide off an oily skin complexion. I have normal to dry skin, but I've definitely found it being a little bit more combo recently. It's working okay on me right now, but I can imagine if I was to get a little bit too sweaty out there, it could run into trouble. As for whether it lasts, it does last. I went out last night looking like this, and I came back in looking like this. Very lightweight, it feels very hydrating. The only thing I don't love about it, sometimes it's not actually feeling like that now, but yesterday when I put it on, it stayed feeling quite tacky for a while, so it doesn't dry down like the Flawless filter does. I find it really buildable. However, I don't find it to be a traditional foundation. It doesn't cover my blemishes. It doesn't blur my imperfections. This is just, for me, a very beautiful, glowy complexion product. If you're looking for a dewy complexion, if you're looking for something a little bit different, maybe for your holidays like me now in Spain, this is perfection. If you're expecting a traditional foundation stick, you're not going to get it, all right? Avoid it, run for the hills. Do let me know down in the comments, what do you think of this product? Do you like it? Have you picked it up? Are you planning on picking it up? Or are you running for those hills? Let me know down in the comments because I would absolutely love to hear from you. All right, thank you so much for joining me for this video. I really hope that it hasn't been too jarring being in a new setup and obviously the audio not being great today, but I do hope that it was helpful in some way. I really appreciate you being here with me and for watching this video. I'm really looking forward to seeing you in the next one, but until then, take care and bye for now.